This is from Rolling Stone magazine. They put together a list of 25 famous bands and their god-awful original names. I think this is going to be fun. So we'll talk about these. We'll see if we can get them all done in this one shot here, Cal. Let's give it a shot.
All right, we'll start at the bottom of the list. Simon and Garfunkel started out in the 50s under the name Tom and Jerry.
Like the cat and mouse?
Yeah.
That already has like too strong of images for me.
I know, me too.
I would think of a singing cat and mouse. They made a good choice.
The Roots, like, don't they play with Jimmy Fallon?
The Roots do play with Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, they started out as the Square Roots.
I had heard of them as the Square Roots. They were a Philadelphia band.
Yeah.
So that one I knew. There's a few on here that I was aware of before. That's a cool name, I think, though. The Square Roots. I like that personally. I don't think that one's too bad.
It's kind of nerdy.
True. I guess you're right.
It doesn't have the cool factor. It just sounds nerdy.
You make a good point, Kat. All right, you're right.
Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam scored their first gig in 1990 using the name Mookie Blaylock.
Do you know what that represents?
He was a point guard for the New Jersey Jets at the time. It was a person.
Not the Jets. I think he was for the Nets.
Or the Nets. Yeah. New Jersey Nets. My bad. New York Jets, New Jersey Nets. Same difference. It's sports.
They wanted it to be their band name, but the player, Mookie Blaylock, had a problem with it. So they didn't. Now check this out. Pearl Jam's first album. What was it called? Do you remember?
No.
It's called 10.
Right.
They called it 10, and it was a massive album. It had Jeremy. It had all their huge singles off of it. That was his number. That's how they paid tribute to him.
Okay.
He wore the number 10.
Cool. Radiohead. Their original name was On a Friday.
Really?
Because they got together and practiced on Friday nights.
Interesting.
I don't mind that name.
I was going to say the same thing.
On a Friday.
I don't mind that one either.
No. The Cure started out as The Obelisk.
That's a bad band name.
I think so too.
I don't even know what that means.
It's I don't know how to describe it. All right, Brian May and Roger Taylor were in a band called Smile. Then Freddie Mercury joined them, and then they came up with the name Queen.
Smile is not. I couldn't listen to. It's too sunny and too happy for me.
Sure.
I'm not sure I could give a band called Smile a fair shake.
Do you have any guesses on Def Leppard's original band name?
I'll say Blind Tiger.
Atomic Mass.
Really?
Yeah.
How do we get that?
I have no idea.
Again, Def Leppard is way cooler than Atomic Mass.
I think so too. Maroon 5. Maroon 5 released 2 albums under the name Kara's Flowers.
Why does that sound familiar to me? I feel like I've heard that one before.
She was one of their original groupies.
Kara? And she brought flowers?
I guess. I don't know if she brought flowers, but Kara was one of the original groupies.
She's smart. She knew Adam Levine was going to be what he was before anyone else did. I would have thought their first name would have been Adam Levine and the Maroon 4.
Well, right. The Beach Boys were originally called the Pendletons and had even considered the name the Surfers.
I had heard both of those before, but I feel like the Beach Boys was the right choice.
Do you know how Green Day started?
No.
With the name Sweet Children.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I would know that.
I feel like Green Day's a much better choice.
I don't even know what either one of them mean, to be honest. Well, I guess I know what Sweet Children means, but Green Day, that one, I never understood that name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just 2 cool words?
I guess. Does it matter? I mean, look at all the music they turned out.
One of my favorite bands of all time. I love Green Day.
The Black Crowes. I like the Black Crowes. They started as Mr. Crow's Garden.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I like the Black Crowes better. That sounds better.
I think so too.
I think most of these changes were probably really good ideas. Bone Thugs in Harmony.
All right. I will say I have no idea what to call themselves.
The Band-Aid Boys.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Again, good choice.
Yeah, I think so too. The Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys were originally the Young Aborigines.
I've heard that one too. Okay, I don't like that name. I like Beastie Boys.
Yeah, I think so too.
You can't be like the Young Aborigine Boys known to let the beat drop.
Yeah,
It doesn't work that way.
No. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley from Kiss were originally in a band called Wicked Lester.
One of my least favorite bands. I don't know why. I've always hated the band Kiss. Aren't you with me there?
They're not a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
They have a few songs I like, but as far as even with my classic rock roots, they never did it for me.
Oh, I love classic rock,
Well,
but
I
I
do too,
never
but-
liked Kiss.
The next band is one of my all-time favorites. So, Pink Floyd.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Pink Floyd started out as the Screaming Abdabs.
What's an abdab?
It's a British term that basically means the same thing as like heebie-jeebies.
Huh. All right, then.
So like creeped out, skin crawling kind of sensation. BOC, Blue Oyster Cult. They were called the Soft White Underbelly.
I was going to say that they were called Need More Cowbell. All right, sure.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. They were originally called the Salty Peppers.
That sounds like a hip-hop group. It sounds
does.
like an early 90s all-girl hip-hop group. The Salty Peppers. With their hit, What a Man.
Yeah. The Doobie Brothers originally went by a name that's a slang term for part of the male anatomy.
Can you give me any more than that?
Starts with the letter P, ends with the letter D. Has a U in the middle.
Oh. I think you can say that, but now you got me scared too.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that one. The band Lamb of God. Lamb of God started out with the name Burn the Priest.
Sure.
The post-grunge band Five Finger 11? Or Finger 11. I was thinking Five Finger Death. Finger 11. Do you remember Finger 11?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, Finger 11 was originally called...
Five Finger 11?
No, I don't know where that came from. Finger 11 was originally called the Rainbow Butt Monkeys.
The Rainbow Butt Monkeys?
Yes.
That sounds like something Wayne would say to Garth.
Right? Sugar Ray.
Mark
Sugar Ray
McGrath?
was originally the Shrinky Dinks.
That's not a very cool band name.
No. Do you know the original name of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rob?
Oh, I know it's something really wacky and long.
Yeah, here, let me get a good breath for you. It was Tony Flo and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Again, they're such a cool band. I can't imagine them being called what you just said. I can't even remember what you just said.
Tony Flo and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem?
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
TFMMMM.
I just like Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's a great band name. Mm-hmm. I wonder how they went from such a bad band name to such a cool band name.
I don't know. Just three more, though. Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath was originally the Polka Tulk Blues Band.
See, that's bad because that's not like what they do.
No.
They're not polka or blues.
No, they're not. Not at all. CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
We're getting into the bad zone here, by the way.
They were originally known as the Gollywogs.
Why?
It was some kind of a reference to a blackface character in racist children's books from the 1800s. And the guy who owned the first label that they signed with came up with the name.
Cool.
Right.
Cool name, bro.
Yeah, no. And last, certainly not least, Creed. The band Creed.
Oh, Creed is on record as my least favorite band of all time.
Sure.
Can't stand Creed.
Worse than Nickelback.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually, I am a closet Nickelback fan.
I wouldn't say I'm a closet Nickelback fan, but they may get more grief than they deserve.
I probably have at least 6 songs on my phone.
Well, I don't know if I have any. If I was going to pick one, it'd probably be Photograph, though.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
But Creed was originally called Naked Toddler.
Naked Toddler?
What? Yeah.
Why?
Scott Stapp said in his autobiography that his guitarist came up with it, but that people hated it because it reminded them of pedophiles. So
yeah, just a little.
They went with Creed instead.
Well, that would have given me even more reason to hate that band.
Yeah, Naked Toddler.
Right now, I just have Higher and all their other hits.
Right.
That's why. Okay, well, there you go.
I have no Creed on my phone, but I may have more Nickelback than I should, but that's okay.
6 songs. You know what? Okay, here's a good question for the audience. 888-454-KISS. Kat has 6 Nickelback songs on her phone. Should she be ashamed? Let us know if she should be ashamed of that.